During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. and the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Howdy, folks. Commence the jiggling. It's Tuesday afternoon. It's September 4th, 2018. Back from our little mini vacation. Revenge of the Sis joining you live. Mike Shealy, Royce Lopez, the leaders of your media jihad. Getting ready as we inch closer to our D.C. trip.
Yeah,
the week here.
This is a for people that are going to be, at least our main show, I'm sure we're going to be live all over when we're in D.C., but we no show yesterday because of the holiday, and no show Thursday. I think the only shows today are Tuesday, Wednesday, because Thursday we leave. We leave for D.C.
Oh, we're not doing a show on Thursday?
We leave for D.C.
Okay. You know, I honestly was annoyed this weekend. I worked myself into anxiety and annoyance because I was like, all right, we're going to do Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and we're going to do a Thursday show, and then we're going to fucking leave after the show?
No.
That's a fucking terrible idea.
No.
So I decided we were going to do what we weren't actually doing, and then I worked myself into, well, you're an idiot. That's stupid. That's a stupid idea. But Royce is apparently letting me know that we're not doing that. Makes way
we're gonna
more
leave.
sense.
We're gonna leave I'm gonna try to leave like at 11 or noon. I mean, I'm doing all the driving.
It's noon. It's noon.
It's noon. We're leaving at noon. But
so there's that. I last night on Nightwave we went over the list. I sent it to you. We can go over it later. I think it's important that we. I looked at the MOAR Rally's Fundly account, and I looked at the guest list with such hot stars as Joey Gibson, Ashton Birdie, Aaron Sith, bass tranny.
Okay.
Terry McNeely.
Okay.
Did I say Ashton Birdie?
I think you said it already.
Well, she's so pretty though, so she gets twice. Haram Uziel, the weird, ethnically ambiguous Mexican, the guy that took over Johnny Benitez's spot when Johnny Benitez went away, but way more lulzy. Suzanne Monk, who's an author I know via Rich Woods.
Really now? That
She's
kind of
gonna
author?
be there. Well, she's a right winger though, so I don't know if she still talks to him.
Yeah, because he blocks everybody.
They've raised $20,000 for this rally. So I would like to know where the other $19,572 went. Because with this lineup, my apology. I love you, Terry. You know I love you, pal.
Who else is going to be there? Didn't you say someone else that we know?
Joey Gibson.
The other one. Think Roger in a wig.
Scott Pressler. I forgot Scotty Boy is so close to the bottom. I have to scroll all the way down. You know how much mileage I have to put on my mouse wheel just to see Scott Pressler. Yes, he'll be there.
Mileage on my mouse wheel.
Scott Lobito will be there because apparently they couldn't just get Scott Baio. You couldn't drop 3 letters from the last name. You couldn't spend an extra $500 and get Scott Baio. The Trump Unity Bridge will be on display.
Guys, this MOAR Rally's a fucking joke.
The Trump Unity.
This is a goddamn joke.
Shut up. The Trump Unity Bridge. This is big, Royce.
Okay.
You're being disrespectful.
Am I?
What is the Trump Unity Bridge, you might ask? Well,
I didn't ask that.
you did.
Okay,
You asked off there.
I guess I did.
Is a like one of those truck ladders, like a big trailer with a giant truck ladder thing on it,
Like the Arrested Development stair car?
dressed up, yes, in paper mache. What? Why are you laughing? I don't know.
This thing's a joke!
Shut up. You don't because you don't understand patriotism. I just sent Royce a picture of the Trump Unity Bridge, but look, it's this beautiful, massive structure, this symbol of freedom and unity. And
Where's this bridge?
it's this Trump. I sent it to you on the Facebooks. It's a bridge of love and
Oh, there it is.
unity and healing.
Oh, Jesus, fucking gay.
With the the paper
I
half
see it.
circle banners,
I see
but the thing, it looks like a VFW hall vomited on an old Dodge Ram pickup.
You know what it looks like? It looks like something the Duke boys would jump over and like break through the U. You know what I mean?
Seriously, the Trump Unity Bridge looks like it's haunted by Bob Hope.
That's very funny.
Gary Sinise saw the Trump Unity Bridge and said, I want nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
That's corny even for me. Right now, I heard that Louis C.K. is going to be doing a few shows on the Trump Unity Bridge to try to get goodwill back after the rape allegations.
James Woods was like, count me out. I'm not doing this. No, thank you.
If you look very closely, I think James Woods is actually driving the Unity.
Can I tell you this makes me more excited to go see this now? I am fucking cannot wait for
I want to
this.
see the Unity Bridge more than I want to see Ashton Whitty's tits. And that's
If
saying
tomorrow
all.
you told me, look, you could do a 10-minute interview with Donald Trump or go see the Unity Bridge, I'm going to say, sorry, Mr. President, I have a bridge to see.
And I'm not saying I would pick Unity Bridge, but I would have to think about it. I'd probably still go interview the president, but be like, could you give me a little while? This isn't the sort of decision you just make all in a snap judgment.
It looks like a homecoming float.
Yes, the Trump Unity Bridge. It's going to unite America against Trump. Oh, this is going to be fun. Holy shit.
It's made out
Farmer's
of...
Boy in the chat, no expense spent.
This is the polar opposite of the Jurassic Park guy.
Seriously? Oh, my God. No, this is going to be great, guys. This is going to be fun stuff.
Do you understand that Disney would reject this and go, come on, man, we're a theme park.
Henry Chinosky in the chat, I think our homecoming floats in high school were higher quality, and that's not
Yeah,
a
no, it's
I
true.
have to agree with you. This is
Somebody should be throwing beads to topless girls from this thing.
20 grand, ladies and gentlemen. 20. I want you to $20,000. Okay? Now, Jason
Mike.
Kessler, say what you want about Jason Kessler, but at least he didn't ask for any of your money to hold his rally. Now, granted, it's probably because the FBI provided the money. That's not the point. The point is,
They even gave him the free rental van that brought everybody there.
Hey, Jason, where did this military-style duffel bag full of cash come from? Expenses, donations, whatever. Yeah, but they're all sequential. They're all fresh from the bank. This is very strange. But no, look, guys.
Why were you paid in Bitcoin?
What does weave have to do with this? Look, I think this is going to be
Good.
an outstanding
Mike,
event.
are we going to interview the creator of the Unity Bridge?
Creators? You think this was one man? you think one person could build this monstrosity?
Yes, I believe so. I would be very disappointed if more than one person had to be used for this.
Can I be honest with you? I'm already extremely disappointed. If we're being fair. For being honest. I'm already very disappointed.
So we're going to interview the Unity Bridge creators for sure. This is going to be fun.
$20,000. One person donated $2,182. One person believed in this so much. They gave $2,100.
Was it Pam the Boomer?
Probably.
Oh, they're probably going to be there too.
Oh yeah, all the boomers will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tiny will be there.
Yeah.
Who else will be there? I'm pretty sure probably that weird Austin guy will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? All of them will be there.
Us.
Eh?
Hammy, our friend Hammy will be
By
there.
the way, I understand, nobody knows who the fuck we are or cares, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But when I look at the guest list, right, I shouldn't be asking who the fuck are half these people. Half of your speakers at this year's event are either nobodies I've never heard of or people who follow me on Twitter. This should not be a thing.
Are we? Did you want to listen, guys? Look, we don't want to spoil it all now. We're gonna be there.
Dude, and I reached out to fucking stupid Frank a couple of times. He will not get back to me in the past week. I don't know what his deal is. But I'm trying to get in touch with him before we go because I'm like, look, obviously there's, if he's going to something on the West Coast, I like to call it the left coast.
Did you just come up with that?
It's pretty good,
Because
right?
they're leftists, right?
This weekend I was coming up with
dude.
bits.
Awesome.
But I've reached out to Frank a few times, and he's being like an agoraphobic faggot right now. He's not talking to me. But, when he goes to West Coast events, I'll say hey, man, get this in, or say this, or mention this if you see this person. And I wanted to extend that same courtesy to him.
Of course.
And go, look, if there's Gibson will be there, Ashton Birdie, me and Frank both have an unusual obsession, a fascination with Ashton Whitty, because she's not particular. She's hot, but she's not outrageously hot, and she's also pretty stupid. But I don't know why we're just obsessed with her.
Listen, but
it's because of her autism. But she's gonna be there, so I wanted to be like, Frank, what do you want me to say to some of these people? Plus, it helps, farm out some of the work. I don't want to come up with all the bits.
Yeah, if you want, listen, the easiest way to remember who's going to be speaking at the rally, anybody that's burning Nike equipment today is going to be at the rally. Anybody who's burning Nike equipment and screaming at Kaepernick.
And then, I think, even Jeff Ray I reached out to about material and stuff, and he was like, don't go to that rally. And I'm like, I'm not going to that rally. That was the other rally. I'm like, I'm going to the Boomer, the dumb rally.
Yeah.
And he never got back to me either, but I think he's starting to go back kind of lefty.
Right.
So I haven't really talked to him either, but we wanted to get people to, I don't know, whatever. These people have been weird this week.
Yeah. Well, it's been a weird week if we're being fair, right? It's been really, really weird. Yeah. No, it was. Did you?
Kinda weird. It wasn't
Did you see the?
Well, it's a weird timeline, so I didn't find this week particularly outrageous.
I was in South Florida this weekend, right? I was visiting family, and I came today. I drove up today, and while I was in the car, my wife was driving, so I had my phone, and from the beginning, just out of pure luck, I was in YouTube, and I saw the Kavanaugh hearing was going on. What? Have you seen any of the stuff?
Oh yeah.
It was a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
I have never, dude. And forget the congressman, right? Forget even that. This before it even started, there was women protesting dressed like a Handmaid's Tale, which apparently is a show. I've never seen it, but it's a show. This, by the way, sounds like a good show. I'm going to root for the bad guys, but the U.S. has been under martial law.
Is this like what women now? Everything is a Handmaid's Tale reference.
Yes,
because they've done this a couple times.
They've added it from it's Star Wars, Harry Potter. Now you can do Handmaid's Tale. Those are
women are like literally like cats. Like they have like no point of reference, except for like what was in front of them 10 seconds. Like, so no, I'm serious. No offense, ladies. But you can't reference anything that wasn't in front of you within the past 6 months. You're like goldfish. You're like culturally subversive goldfish.
So they were. There's no sound on this, but they were just standing out. They were standing outside dressed in the Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, they needed attention.
Yeah, correct. By the way, Kavanaugh has been the most middle of the road judge. Like, no, Bush appointed him into the federal courts, right? And he immediately ruled against Bush like 4 times. This guy isn't this
blah 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 orange Cheeto Trump.
No, but here's the thing.
Trump.
He even ruled in favor of Roe v. Wade.
Cheeto dust.
These women were all standing outside dressed as Handmaid's Tale.
I got an idea.
Yes.
What if we start calling him Blumpkin? He'll never recover.
Dude,
it's over. He's done.
Well,
presidency is done.
Who's going to be the Republican?
More like
in 2020?
Blumpkin, huh?
I don't get it. This is some of
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to be recognized to ask a question before we proceed. The
yes,
committee
thank you.
received
Good
just
morning.
last
Boo! I just was saying good morning.
Guess what?
No way, that doesn't really happen.
night, less than 15 hours ago,
Mr. Chairman, regular order.
42,000 pages of documents that we have not had an opportunity to review or read or analyze.
Poor Grassley, by the way.
You're out of order. I'll proceed.
Mr. Chairman,
Their
I
extended
agree with my
family and
colleague,
friends.
Senator Harris. Mr. Chairman,
Judge
we
Kavanaugh's
received 40.
many-
I feel so bad for Kevin.
I actually think it's hilarious because he's just like, I didn't even.
What? Is that a question? You know what the worst part is?
Just hanging out.
I was watching it live too, and the first thing they'd introduce is show that his kids are there. His lovely daughter and his wife is there, and they're so first.
His Nazi kids.
Yeah,
and
they're
his
so,
Nazi wife.
They're so they're so proud of their dad. Your dad's gonna be the Supreme Court, and this is just a senator. There was people there protesting and screaming. They had to physically remove people.
Law clerks
1,000 documents that we haven't
and
been
everyone
able
else
to
joining us
review last
today.
night, and we believe this hearing
I
should be
know this is an
postponed.
exciting day for all of you here, and you're rightly proud
Mr. Chairman,
of
if
the judge.
we cannot be recognized, I move.
Just one after the other. Ah! All right.
I've never seen this. By the way, somebody did the math. Some autists out there did the math today, and the proceedings are still going on. But so far, as of till before the show, they've brought up Trump 93 times.
Well, Blumph, obviously.
Do you know how many times in those hours they've asked him any question? The thing they're supposed to do, ask him any questions?
I'm going to go with 6.
7 times they've asked
was
him a
close.
question. You
I
were
was-
up until the show.
Price is Right rules. I ought to killed it.
There is an autist online.
I'm getting the fucking. I'm going to the Showcase Showdown.
There's an autist online who's just keeping count of how. Dude, it's all been about Trump.
To adjourn.
The American
I was
people-
talking to my buddy,
Chairman, I'm-
not our friend of the show, not CIA Steve, because he's really into this stuff. And I asked him, I go, what do you think they're doing? And he goes, what they're doing is, and he said this morning. He goes, they're raising money for their campaigns. That's what they're doing. And it just as right now before the show, Steve, not CIA Steve, sends me a message and he goes, "See, there's an article right after this. After Cory Booker spoke, and he did. He spoke after
I move to adjourn.
After he spoke, a campaign email went out saying, "And I'm going to fight for you to stop the Supreme." This is just because they don't have the votes,
This
right?
is like Posobiec and Loomer with the fucking play. Remember they had the fundraiser for the bail set up like the night before they even went to the play. Like, guys, you gotta not be too much of an eager beaver. Like, you gotta look kind of reluctant. You know what I mean? Like, I would never. Like, if we were in DC right this week, and I go like, man, I don't know, tomorrow I might just punch so and so in the face. You know what I mean? Like, look, between you guys, I'll break the fourth wall down. We would probably plot and go, all right, well, we'd have to get you out. We'd obviously need people to raise money. The idea of a fundraiser might come up before the punch is thrown, but nobody's registering anything yet. You gotta let it play out and go, I don't know, guys, we're doing what we can right now. Like, you gotta have that. You gotta look a little reluctant. I cannot go punch somebody in the face and then Royce go, hey guys, we're taking up collections right now, get him out of jail. And they're like, first of all, he's not even in cuffs yet. Second of all, when did you make this GoFundMe page? 3 days ago? There's artwork on it. There's hyperlinks. There's graphs.
There's a comic of you punching somebody.
Yeah, there's like a fucking 3-page article by Gluck already written.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Directly from Judge Kavanaugh later this afternoon.
Mr. Chairman, I move to adjourn.
Let's go home and do this.
This was
This
just
is-
the first 5 minutes.
Do you understand? Hey, children. Hey, intellectual children. I just want to explain this to you. You understand that this is like, I understand resistance and peaceful demonstrations and nonviolent, all that kind of stuff. But that's not all there is to politics. Like, politics, it's an intricate machine that we all have to contribute to in some way. So eventually you have to stop just shouting over people and screaming to drown them out. We have to conduct our business. This is not politics. Going, not letting you talk is not politics. That's autism.
Yeah, it's
mental illness.
It was a.
You have to let
fucking
them
shit show.
speak. You have to let the thing go on and then vote. Get to the end. At least get to your fucking turn and go, we're not going to affirm you because look, these documents we haven't
Right,
seen
of
yet.
course.
When they go, good morning, everybody. We're right now taking around a sheet of paper where everyone can fill it out, tell us what they want for breakfast this morning as we head into the... No! And it's like, could you let us get a glass of orange juice and a bagel, please? And then we'll get to your autistic screaming and you're fucking literally, and you're stalling for weeks and weeks and weeks. We know how this plays out, but you're just jumping the gun with it. It's ruin everything now. You're gonna drag this out for weeks. You're gonna make this fucking hell. We get it. But it's the first 10 minutes of the meeting. Could you chill out? At least try not. And like Roy said, it's because everybody wants a soundbite. I am shocked and appalled by... Everybody wants to be Trey Gowdy right now because it's money time. And that Trey Gowdy, ironically, is the only one not running for re-election of anything. And
he's not the only one.
But he's the guy that right now, if he did some fundraising, everybody, I would even be like,
of course.
I don't even live there. He's a couple bucks, dog. I ain't got much.
But come on.
But you know what I mean? Like, these guys are all trying to have their Trey Gowdy moment.
Yes.
I don't give a damn, Mr. Straw, about what you think. I don't care. I just don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving.
Woo!
I'm gonna pull in a goddamn China shop. I'm gonna break as many dishes on the way out as I can.
Nomination of
Mr.
Judge
Chairman.
Brett Kavanaugh
Mr. Chairman.
to serve as Associate Justice.
Mr. Chairman,
on the
I'd like to be
Supreme Court of
recognized
the
for a
United
question
States.
before we proceed.
Excuse
Mr.
me,
Chairman.
Mr. Chairman
I'd like
from
to be
Iowa.
recognized
How
to
good are
ask
your
a question before
burritos
we-
in Iowa? I heard they're really good, according to one local man.
They're to die for.
Somebody needs to make that cheap Facebook ad meme of Molly Tibbetts' dad. This guy's putting taco shops out of business. He'd show you how. Click here or one of those.
They're gonna make it. They'll make it. Somebody will make it.
This man's making absolutely outrageous tacos in Iowa. Click here to find out how.
We proceed. The committee received just last night, less than 15 hours ago,
Mr. Chairman, regular
42,000
order.
pages of documents that we have not had an opportunity to review or read or analyze.
You're out of order. I'll proceed.
We cannot possibly
This poor old man.
move forward, Mr. Chairman,
I
with this
extend a
hearing.
very warm
We have
welcome
not
to
been
Judge
given an
Kavanaugh.
opportunity to have a meeting.
I love his just playing on.
He's like, I'm doing my job.
meaningful
his wife,
hearing on
Ashley.
this nominee.
Their two daughters,
Mr. Chairman,
their
I
extended
agree with my...
family.
He's trying to introduce his family at this. By the way, this is how far in we are to this. They just trying to introduce his family.
Calling
Friends,
Senator Harris.
Even other
Mr.
Democrats are like, come on.
Chairman,
Judge
we
Kavanaugh's
received
many law
42,000
clerks
documents that we haven't
and
been able
everyone else
to
joining us
review last
today.
night, and we believe this hearing
I
should
know
be
this is an
postponed.
exciting day.
Let me guess. You want to postpone to November 9th?
I
if
know
I had
you
to
are.
guess.
I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? Fuck, lady.
Lady, can they, like Mike said, can they at least just have some coffee first? You know what I mean? Like, can the guy have some fucking coffee?
Like, you don't understand, like, for instance, when senators get in front of, like, the Senate floor with a bill, right? They know Rand Paul is going to bitch and moan and shut it down for 3 days.
Of course.
But he waits his turn.
And he's polite.
So he sits there and he's going, for the first 2 days. And everybody, while they're doing their little proposal, they're looking over at Rand and they're going, I know this little curly-haired faggot, this little manlet. As soon as he gets a chance, he's going to run his little dick sucker, but at least he's waiting.
Oh, it gets worse.
Mr. Chairman, we have been denied real access to the documents we need to advise.
Chairman,
the
regular
Senate,
order is called for.
which turns this hearing into a charade and a mockery of our norms.
Well-
And Mr. Chairman, I therefore move to adjourn this hearing.
Look at this. But this is like, it's day one, guys.
No. Next motion. That's
Pretty much what he does.
Okay.
And this is the protester that was there.
Poor Kavanaugh was just like, what did I do?
By the way, this guy, Kavanaugh's middle of the row Kavanaugh.
Keep
Guys,
in mind, they had this prick's fucking. They had signs pre-printed with this asshole's name on it.
he's done.
They
He's
don't have any idea why they're screaming at him. This is not. Again, guys, look, I'm not even at this point. Kicking the left at this point is like kicking a dead animal. I'm trying to help you at this point. No, because you know what it is, man. It's like playing video games
that's
against
against
somebody who's terrible.
apparently, they're saying in the chat.
But good, even better. This is like playing anything, like half-court basketball, whatever, against somebody who's terrible at it. I would rather play with somebody where it's competitive. This is not even competitive anymore. You're just screaming.
And that's another woman holding up a sign.
You notice it's all women, right? It's all
Of course
again.
it's women.
I've said it on this show, and I will say it millions of more times before I go bye in the forever box. Okay, 99% of our problems here in the West, they're not the city folk like you guys like to blame. 99% of our problems you can lay at the feet of white women. White women are our enemy. And Linda Sarsour, yeah, okay, I understand. Who is she backed by?
No, this is a white woman right here. It's a white woman holding up a
But
sign.
even if one of the women shouting was Linda Sarsour, that's one of dozens of women shouting in that hearing right now. She is back. Even when you see, let's say Sarsour has nothing to do with this. Even when you do see her at places, what is she backed by? Dozens and dozens, if not hundreds, of white women. White women are they are for fucking. I hate to break that to you. That is what they are for.
These are, by the way, that's his wife. That's Kavanaugh's wife, and that's his two kids. While they're screaming about his dad, and he's like, "What?"
Like the older daughter, it's just kind of like, oh, what do we got going on there? You know, she just can't help herself because
like,
you know the parents were like, don't fucking feed into it. Do not look at them. Don't even just don't even do anything that they can get you on camera. And the oldest kid is still just like, I can't resist. I'm sorry. This is because I mean, how often are you going to be in a fucking hearing like this in your lifetime while people are screaming Nazi at your father? You do want to get up. You want to get a gander at the fat, pink-haired lady saying it. You know what
Now,
that?
look, they're being physically removed.
Good. You know what those are? Those are 2 future red-pilled young women. So thank you. Thank you for red-pilling Kavanaugh's daughters.
Yep.
Command order. Chuck. There's a motion to adjourn.
And they're dragging the other one off.
We're not in executive session.
Mr. Chairman, I ask for a roll call vote on my motion to adjourn.
So yeah, that was the first 5 minutes, and it's
Somebody's asking now, what are black women for then? I believe Jimmy the Greek
okay. Don't
explained
don't
that. I'm not going to say it. I don't think we can get kicked off for that, right?
for quoting Jimmy the Greek.
Not quoting. Just saying, I think Jimmy the Greek covered it. They know the thing at this
They
point.
had it, yeah. The black athlete.
Because of his higher thigh muscle. I finally played that clip for them last night.
Oh, you did? That's
I wanted
awesome.
him to find, like, I'm like, because I didn't have much prep, and I'm like, you guys, we're always doing the Jimmy the Greek, and I was like, I don't think we ever played it in context, so I played the entire.
It's so
And
good.
The best part was somebody chopped it up with the news coverage of his firing, and it was beautiful because the way they edited it, they didn't add any transitions, they added no space in between, so it was just him going, the black athlete was bred to be better with the. Coming out of Washington today in ABC, Jimmy the Greek Snyder fired from ABC. Like, it was immediate. It was like as immediate as it happened in real time. Just cut to, and he's been fired. And he's gone. Get a box and get the fuck out. So yeah, they I think women are somebody in the chat also pointed out that women conform to society trends and blah blah blah. And who's responsible for all that? Again, dude, I can't. We criticize a lot the city folk on this show.
We do.
If you're going to boil every problem down to Jews, it just gets so tiring and boring. Like, again, sure, okay, yeah, porn and media and the news and all this stuff, they're very influential and all that stuff, whatever, the music industry. Again, Jewish people didn't give our women the right to vote, okay? We fucking did that. We did that. We might have been influenced by certain people to do it, but we did it. It's the same way with, like, the ethno-state people, when they're like, guys, fucking blacks and the rap music and the ghetto N-words, and you're like, okay, all right, fine. But who brought them here? Because, again, I'm Irish. We were not here on the Nina, the Pinta, or the Santa Maria. Had we been here, we wouldn't have needed slaves. Irish people we would have just worked. But other white people don't like working. So it's like all of our problems are self-created, and then we get to hyper-modern 2018, and we're like, the Jews! It's like, really? Is it them, or is it our own inherent laziness? Like, yeah, you know what? I'll just have these guys do all my work for me while I sip a mint julep. Yeah, you know what? I'm sick. I'm sick of having to fight with my wife every night and tell her why she can't vote. So I'll just let her vote, and then she'll stop hammering me.
I know you remember because I sent you a message when it happened, but I was in South Florida, like I said, and I was you reminded me with the Jew thing. I was in South Florida, and I was staying at the Trump in Sunny Isles. And if you know anything about the Aventura area, Sunny Isles in South Florida, I know you know, but for people that don't know, it's a mixture of South Americans and Jews. Like the North Miami Beach area, all that, it's Hasidic
Oh,
Jews.
yeah. I used to live in Bal Harbor. I remember it.
Now, you haven't seen, listen,
I lived amongst the Hasidim.
well, I want to introduce you to the worst type of Jew, the Argentinian Jew. Now, if you knew something about Argentina, out of all the South American countries, they're the snobbiest. They're like, they think they're Spain, you know?
Not recently.
No,
but
I know, but that's how they are.
Yeah.
But they have a really high population of Jews there.
Yeah, they're like the people in South America that insist they're white.
Yeah.
100% all the
Oh,
time.
you're right. So we were, I think it was at Nordstrom's, and my wife was buying shoes. And there was a Argentinian Jewish woman sat there, and by the way, they had money, fucking loaded. And she had like 5 or 6 of the same shoe, but in a different color. I'm talking like high-end shoes, like Nordstrom, so everything's fucking expensive there. So she goes and she puts them there, and they ring her up. It's like thousands of dollars. She looks at the shoes and sees that it says made in Germany. And she goes, nope, I can't buy anything from there. Please return them all.
Because of the Holocaust?
I'm assuming that's what it is. And I've also found, you talk to them, there's someone even buy Mercedes. That's why old Jewish people usually, when they get money, they get Cadillacs or Lexuses. Because of the, hold the grudge. And I was like, how long are you going to hold this? You're not going to. By the way, the Germany you're not buying from now is not the Nazi Germany. All right.
I'm glad that they're not buying things from current Germany. Good. I'm glad.
So, apparently that's a.
I know, and then it's like, and then they don't even apply the things usually like across the board. Like they're not consistent about it.
True.
Like, they won't drive a Mercedes, but they'll wear Coco Chanel, and you're like, all right, but Chanel was also like, she was one of the biggest Nazi cheerleaders.
Yep.
And I'm not talking about like, there were companies and businesses that were like, look, this is the way it is now. Like, what do we do? Tell our government to go fuck itself? So a lot of businesses just went on about producing because they wanted to exist. Coco Chanel was like one of the proactive, like, yay, Nazis. So like, but I see Jewish people wearing Coco Chanel all the time. So
I don't buy anything from Germany. Now give me my Hugo Boss hat.
Marxist McCarthyist, but they'll drive a Ford.
You're so right. You're
look,
fucking right.
Listen here, folks.
Don't buy Leapfrog.
Yeah. Listen, Jews. You better fucking start your own car company and your own clothing companies, because if you're going to boycott everybody, according to the ADL now, 1.09 billion people harbor anti-Semitic views. So you better be.
It's a lot of people.
You're running out of places to buy.
By
from,
the way,
bud.
that's 1.9 billion people that are open about it.
Yeah.
Put
When
that
was
out.
the last time I saw 109? The number 109 in Jewish people. Oh, that was how many countries have been kicked out of. So, look, I'm just saying.
Don't talk about numbers on Jewish people
can't-
because it reminds them of the Holocaust.
I don't think we should be allowed to call 1/7 of the world's population anti-anything.
More than 1/7, actually. 1.9? Yeah, more than 1/7.
Isn't that a little insane, though? Like, again, why are they such a protected... It's just bizarre to me. They're the weirdest boogeymen in the world. Can you believe 1 billion people on the planet harbor anti-Semitic views?
Yeah.
You asked 7 billion people if they hated Jews? What a waste of time. Holy fuck. Who cares that
I
much?
didn't before they started hounding me for an answer.
Dude, I didn't start having an issue with the chosen people until I started seeing how taboo it was, how not allowed it was, that I started going, well, no, fuck you. Like, if you tell me not to do something, I will immediately go, but why? And then I need to know why. Like, the entire Adam and Eve story, it applies to my life completely. Like, I would have doomed mankind too. I wouldn't even have needed Eve. Like, God would have said, do not touch that. I would have been like, all right. As soon as he left, I would have been like, what's behind that fence? That's the thing I'm not allowed to look at. So, again, when you look at all these weird studies and surveys and this pressure and this propaganda machine and the constant anti-Semite, after a while, you're like, okay, but who gives, why do you, the fact that you give this much of a shit makes me curious. Like, nobody fucking cares if somebody hates black people. Nobody cares if somebody hates white people. You know what I mean? Like, there aren't entire global studies going on to find out what people think of Danish people. Nobody cares. Who gives a fuck?
We got any Danishes back there, Earl? I'm fucking starving.
Fresh out. It just annoys me.
No, I hear what you're...
To no end. You're not allowed to be that. Why not? Though, because now I want to be. I want to be nothing but that now that you tell me I can't.
All right, the other big story, obviously. Well, okay, we'll get into Kaepernick, and then we have to go to the roast of Donald Trump, which I call McCain Season 2.
I wonder what roasted Cheeto sounds like.
A lot. My point is, a lot happened this long weekend, right?
To be fair, nothing happened this weekend. All of this shit dropped like in a manufactured way. Like, it all dropped today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of this dropped today. Like, if you notice, the whole weekend it was quiet.
Everybody knows McCain's been dead for 2 weeks, okay?
But that was, other than McCain being dead, hasn't really been much. And then today it was just like, Kaepernick, boycott that. And I'm like, what is going on today? The whole weekend was peaceful.
By the way, the awesome thing about the Kaepernick thing, of the memes have been on point. I saw your Sky King one. I died.
I just tweeted out. I didn't even, because I was too lazy to make the meme. So I just tweeted out.
Dylan Roof.
I just wrote on Twitter.
You're a fucking dick.
Yeah, how about I wrote the Nike sacrifice meme, but with Dylan Roof. Let's see if that gets me kicked off Twitter. You just describe memes as they appear in your head now. That's what I do.
All right, let's here. This is what happened.
Jerica, thank you. Unsigned NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick, one of the original faces of the NFL sideline protests, will play a leading role in Nike's 30th anniversary Just Do It campaign. The former San Francisco 49er tweeted this ad yesterday saying,
"Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything." And again, I want to say thank you, everybody, for the memes. The Chris Benoit one was fantastic. It's
I don't. This guy had how many? I can count how many good games this guy played.
Yeah,
in football,
half a season.
Half a season's worth over several seasons.
And they got rid of Alex Smith for him.
Well, I mean, that's still to this day wouldn't. I don't think it was the worst call.
No.
Alex Smith hasn't really set the world on fire since.
Better than this guy. Anyway,
for optics, yeah. But I just mean he wasn't good. He was good. He wasn't great.
He was okay.
But
look, this is what I said the whole time. Do you think if Tom Brady was taking a knee that he'd be fucking not in the NFL right now? Like, it's the level of quarterback that you were.
If Tom Brady took a knee, they would just stop doing the national anthem.
It'd be over. You think if Aaron Rodgers
and Peyton Manning back in the day were like, we're not doing it, brother, and they'd be like, we'll just get rid of we'll start doing a different anthem.
All right. What do you guys want?
Party rock anthem.
Party rock in that'd be great. They're like this, and I hear boop 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 boop.
I think I just fixed America, though.
Yeah, I think you did. Change the national anthem to the party rock anthem.
You're welcome, America. He's not going to take a knee for two black guys that are related to Barry Gordy.
Oh, fuck. All right, Cap.
believe in something even if it means sacrificing everything. Nike says the campaign celebrates some of the most inspirational athletes today who have chased dreams no matter.
Okay, after you haven't been on a team for 2 years, I don't think they should show a picture of you in that team's uniform.
Yeah, you think the fucking 49ers are going, dude,
Come on, man. Go play in the CFL.
Can't you use that the Time magazine cover where he's dressed like fucking Huey P. Newton?
Oh, fuck.
It's fucking asshole.
The obstacle or outcome. The campaign also features NFL wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. and tennis star Serena Williams. Williams said,
all right, but that makes, look,
yeah.
Actually, Odell doesn't, because Odell's another one who's a piece of shit. Just punching walls and throwing helmets.
Yeah.
But I'll give you fucking Man Arms Williams.
That's not her name.
Look at those arms, dude.
They are man arms.
I'd give anything for those arms.
Yeah, most men would. Yeah.
I would give anything for those arms. Well, except work.
No, not that. But I won't do that.
But I won't join a gym.
She was especially proud to be part of the family.
Jesus
Colin
Christ.
Kaepernick began the player.
Like, look, man.
Don't. Jimmy the Greek, I don't want to hear it.
I wasn't even going to be racist. I was going to
But now you are.
I was going to be more misogynistic, I
Oh,
guess.
okay, that's fine.
Just, that's a, just a, you know, like that's a big body. That's a dude-like body. It's weird to me, man.
Yeah, I read an article and some people were like outraged. They were going, apparently, and this is true, that she gets tested more than like any other female tennis player. You know, the drug tested. And this person was outraged, going, it's a black person. It's because they're racist. And I go, no. It's not because they're racist. It's because she could curl 250.
Yeah,
it has nothing. It has nothing to do with race.
It has
here.
nothing to do with race and everything to do with two things, right? For one, she's never popped, right?
She's never.
She's just naturally.
She's never. She's that's
a
what
big,
she's. Yeah.
big black athlete.
Yeah. Don't.
I just
Don't
was
do
saying that the athlete.
don't
is,
I get it, but when you say it like Jimmy, I don't like it.
But there's two things. One, it has to do with probably a lot of people in competitive tennis who are also big stars going, this is bullshit. Test her. Look at her.
That's a good point. You're right.
Two, they probably know she's never going to pop. So it's probably at this point routine. Like my mom used to.
Like they
always,
wouldn't test CM Punk.
Yeah, my mom always got picked to get drug tested at her office where she worked for like 20, 30 years. Because she never, like the company's not looking to actually catch people doing drugs. Like the company says they're doing that, but then they'll give it down to the office branch managers, and they'll be like,
Yeah.
"All right, look, I'm not gonna fuck Gary's shit up. I know he's an alcoholic and a degenerate gambler. He's probably a cokehead too. So we'll get Fran, and we'll just get my mom every time. Let's go pee in this so we can keep our numbers up and stay clean. That's all it is. And then to do a race, they're not testing her for weed. Could you imagine? If after all this time, we've been testing her for weed all this time. Let's try the performance-enhancing stuff. We thought it was a drug test. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Began the player protests against
Should
social
have been a
injustice.
dead giveaway. We kept sending Serena Williams to the local probation office.
She had to play two. She had to play 2 games with an ankle monitor.
You don't even know what. She's just a nice lady. They said, you got to put this on, and she never really asked any questions. All right, sure, I guess.
Colin Kaepernick began the player protests against social injustice in 2016 by
All right,
kneeling
get
during
Serena Williams off the screens.
No,
We're
it's
back
Colin.
to Colin. Oh, okay. We're back to Colin Kaepernick.
You could tell he has smaller arms.
And he's not as good of an athlete.
No.
the national anthem. He is suing team owners, accusing them of colluding to keep him out of the league. While Kaepernick is
Frozen
receiving...
Asian in the chat said, I wonder if Bobby Lashley gets constantly tested. Frozen Asian, we already told you, yes, Serena Williams already gets constantly tested.
Same guy?
It's the same dude.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That explains the girl with the wig, the guy with the wig angles they were doing.
Like you've seen Blair White with and without the wig. It's a big difference.
So now the boomers are burning their Nike stuff.
Old Nike. By the way, I don't know if you guys know how money works, right? This is how, economically how things work, right? If you already bought something,
They've got your money.
it doesn't matter what you do with it, right? Like you could buy a Revenge of the... If somebody said, I'm going to buy 100 Revenge of the Sith shirts so I could wipe my taint, dick, and asshole with them, I'd go, I don't... But you're going to pay for them, right?
Go for it.
Then I don't care. Even if it was sold in stores, I wouldn't care if you stole it. The store still has to just buy more. So knock yourselves out, kids.
support on social media. Some critics have reacted by
I
destroying
like how
Nike.
the grass is now spread. Did you see that?
Yeah.
The guy's burning his shoes, but it starts really spreading.
Yep.
I hope that was in California.
CIA box has a $4 billion loss for Nike, though. That's so what?
And it'll be back, though.
They'll be back.
Guys.
It's not a problem for them.
We've talked about this on this show. I've talked about this on Nightwave with certain hedge fund guy that we used to know. Market manipulation is very easy. It's very easy to manipulate the markets. You can lose when you're that big of a company. You can lose $4 billion in a day. They didn't lose it forever. It's lost in its stock price. It's gonna come back. They didn't kill Nike. It went from $82 a share to $79 a share. I have bad news for you. You're not gonna kill Nike. Sorry.
by destroying Nike gear like sneakers and socks, and still others have said that they're going to go buy more Nike items
People
because
are
they want to
posting
support the
like
decision.
screen
And a lot
caps of the stock dropping $3, and I'm going, well, it's over. And I'm like, that looks like a regular bad Tuesday in any stock market. Like you've seen stocks which just go like, yeah, you guys have stocks. Sometimes it just goes down $4, and you go, well, what happened? There was no bad news today. It just happens. Again, guys, stock market, stock prices have nothing to do with the fundamentals of a company. It kind of does and it kind of doesn't. Most of a stock's price has to do with what people think the value of the stock is. That's all factored into value. But again, everything in the stock market is speculation, and it's how we perceive companies to be. So right now, public perception is, oh, Nike, a couple of guys cut up their socks. Holy shit. They lost $3 a share. They're going to, I mark my words, what's today, Tuesday? By Friday. I think this will continue for the next week. It's going to keep going down a little bit. Next week, I think it'll go down a little bit. After week 2, it's going to start coming back. We will be back at $80 or above within 2 weeks, and it'll be back on, and nobody will be talking about Nike. Nobody cares. It is a massive, massive global producer of products. It's not going anywhere. Like, it just makes me laugh. People, we're gonna take down. Like, I understand. Like, when you guys try that shit on like local restaurants and shit, like, you know, and the liberals will go, we're gonna take down this one local fucking bar and grill. You got a shot at it because you're just gonna run them out of town. But this, stop.
A lot of people are calling this a bold move by Nike. They've had a contract with Kaepernick since 2011. I didn't know that. They continued to pay him all this time, and they've even just extended his
Besides, who's 90% of Nike's audience?
Good point. Nike doesn't make work boots.
his contract. So it shows Nike's very loyal.
When they made a bait truck full of Nikes that they wanted local kids to go steal so they could entrap them and arrest them, where did they put that truck again?
Put it in inner city Chicago.
Oh, okay, good. So they, it wasn't. They didn't leave a box truck full of Nikes in the Hamptons.
Yes, it was definitely targeting Bears fans.
Yeah, they didn't leave a box full of Nikes in front of the Molly Tibbetts fucking memorial. No, trust me, they're gonna go. No, just white kids will walk by and go, nah, I'll probably get arrested, and then it'll ruin my scholarship.
Remember, they stuck with Tiger Woods back in the day when he had his issues. Yeah. So they're sending, I think, a very clear message about how they feel about this.
Yo, man, next time we get a hurricane, I'm gonna steal me 2 pairs of Nikes just in honor of my dog, Colin Kaepernick. Yo, loot twice as hard next time, man. So the Foot Locker has to re-up more on Nikes. I'm only gonna steal Nikes from now on.
Yeah, and by the way,
oh my God.
Now also you have to call out the left is all like, yeah, man, all I'm gonna do is buy Nikes now because Kavanaugh, he's backing the president.
Can't afford Nikes.
Shut up. No, it's this.
It's gonna be funny watching all these leftists, like the fat leftists, like anti-corporate people, all walking around in fucking $300 Yeezys and Jordans and shit. They just like
Air Force One,
fucking bright purple sneakers with orange trim and shit. We'll be able to start doxing Antifa members by their shoes. Yo, who had those dope? Yo, somebody had the Allen Iversons, the old school Iversons with the orange stripe through the middle. Yeah. No, that was the guy from Redneck Revolt. He's already incarcerated. We identified him due to his $580 shoe. Fucking idiots.
Had the Marty McFlys on. But yeah, look, man, what did you? This wasn't like a Caterpillar, or some right-wing company that endorsed Kaepernick.
No,
this guy. Do you know how much? $4 billion. By the way, that they're going to get back, like Mike said, tomorrow. The amount of advertisement they're getting now for free is ridiculous. You guys don't see that? Like,
now, don't get me wrong. If New Balance had run this ad, they would be in trouble right now.
That's a good point.
This would be a fucking unmitigated disaster for New Balance or like Wrangler. They would go, "What have we done?" That stock would be non-existent today. They'd be going, well, today Wrangler received word from the NASDAQ that they are to get their price back above $1 a share or they're to be kicked into the pink sheet markets.
That's right, folks. The Pocket Bible is endorsing Colin Kaepernick.
New Balance. That would have been the fucking one. Or Polo, and then we could have seen what the Proud Boys would have done.
Oh, no. Probably stuck something up their ass and make a terrible song about it.
Shove a dildo up in your ass and switch to Izod? I don't know.
Look, I don't know about the last part of it, but the dildo up the ass is happening. We have to go to break? RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate.
We have to go to break.
Well, I mean, going to be both of us. RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate. If you want to help the show, Patreon.com/
You want to help the show.
Patreon.com/ We're Not Sorry. Why are you doing the jerk off motion?
I don't know.
It's your money too. Patreon.com/ We're Not
I'm
Sorry.
the guy who doesn't know social cues. I don't know who we're turning on anymore. I don't know what's happening. I'm your co-host.
Fuck, what?
I don't know. Then this way.
Streamlabs.com/Revenge of the Sys to give us for DC. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Revenge of the Sys. Talk amongst yourself.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sys. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sys, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time.
The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am the thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
From Timeline Music comes a one-of-a-kind Rat Pack collection, their most bigoted songs. All your favorite once acceptable hits like Drunk Old Injun.
The drunk old Injun squatting in his teepee, fire water keeping him warm.
Jewish Nose.
She's got a big, beautiful Jewish nose, and it's there 2 minutes early wherever she goes.
Dean Martin singing Chinaman's Chants.
And Mr. Chinaman say in his Chinaman way, a ding-a-ling, a ching-a-chong, a ching-a-chong choo.
Hugh Stinky Frenchman.
Paris is lovely and Nice sure is nice, and Marseille is charming with champagne on ice. But you stinky Frenchmen haven't a clue. Pew stinky Frenchmen, frog you.
Hey there, Fruity.
Hey there, Fruity, you can do my hair. Hey there, Fruity, don't touch me down there. Hey there, Fruity, again, I don't approve.
And many more.
Second hour Revenge of the Sis on a short week. Don't forget, Thursday, we will be going up to Washington, D.C., but make sure you follow us on YouTube and also on Facebook. Search for Revenge of the Sis. You will, I'm sure we're going to be doing live stuff while we're up there. I'm sure Mike is going to be live streaming. We're all going to be live streaming, so make sure you follow us while we're up there. It should be fun. It's going to be fun. We're going to see the Unity Bridge live in person. We're going to say a prayer with Joey Gibson. We might get a hand job from Scott Presser. We don't know. It's going to be a crazy weekend.
I like Kevin. Filipino Shay just sent me a friend request from his alt account.
Okay.
Great name for his alt account, where he just switched his first and last name, first letters, and it's like the weirdest. It actually kind of makes sense. It still kind of makes sense.
Oh, yeah, there it is. You're right, it does.
It sounds like if he was from one of those creepy, like, Eastern European countries.
Yeah. So, Mike, you were a fan, like me, of...
Never. I never was
all
into
right,
it.
no, you're right. Hey, I'm sorry. Show's over, folks. Now,
See you later, folks.
You were a fan of me, of Whose Line Is It Anyway, right?
Yeah, dude. I saw this today. I was
all
like,
right, so for people that aren't seeing it, I know a lot. And by the way, I love Whose Line Is It Anyway. It was funny. I thought it was great.
The original one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. The Drew Carey one was meh.
The first couple seasons of Drew Carey wasn't bad, but I will agree it got too much Wayne Brady. Anyway, but in the original one, he was
they were
Colin and Ryan were the two.
Trying so hard to make Wayne Brady happen, man. Remember that? They really tried so hard to make Wayne Brady happen.
He has a job. He just Let's Make a Deal on the Game Show Network.
They pushed Wayne Brady to the moon at one point. Like, remember he was going to be the next big thing, and everybody was like, take him or leave him.
So this is Colin from the. By the way, he was in every season of Whose Line Is It Anyway. He was in the British one and the American one. The two that were the originals were Colin and Ryan. Ryan being the one who was on the Drew Carey show. Now they were very funny. I thought Whose Line Is It Anyway? Very, very funny. He tweeted this. Was this? I know Facebook. He put this on Facebook. Happy birthday to my lovely daughter, 28 years old, and everything we've hoped for in a child. Now, for those of you who are not,
But that's a boy. Wait a minute.
Away for the podcasters. No, yes, Mike's right. I believe his daughter is trans. Used to be a man and is identifying as a woman. An ugly, ugly woman?
Identifying as Michael...
Oh, wait, no, this just in. That is Ryan Stiles. They're doing a bit. It's Ryan Stiles in a wig.
It looks like Michael Cera with lipstick on.
Oh, my God. It's George Maharis.
We're not Michael Cera. Who's the other Michael Cera?
Jesse Eisenberg
Jesse
in a wig.
Eisenberg.
You're right. Jesse Eisenberg playing Michael Cera in a wig.
My brain refuses to learn the name Jesse Eisenberg, and I don't know why. But Royce always has to step in every time I go, who's the one that's like the other Michael Cera? And he's always like, it's Jesse Eisenberg. He helps me like we're an old elderly couple. It's Jesse Eisenberg. You always forget that one. Oh, yeah, I forgot. The other Michael Cera.
The other Jewish boy.
The one who showed up in Batman versus Superman while they were going, nothing's going to make this movie worse. And he went, me. Hang on. I think I got this. And he made it worse.
The last person to play Lex Luthor before him fucked a kid, and he's still the worst Lex Luthor. Kevin Spacey. Man of Steel.
He was after Hackman?
Yeah, it was Hackman and then Kevin Spacey.
So I always thought Spacey was just terrible, and then they got Hackman.
No, other way around.
Spacey was terrible as Luthor.
Hackman was the original. Kevin Spacey was when the Brandon Routh Superman.
Because you'd imagine, like, if you heard Kevin Spacey and Lex Luthor, you'd go, ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
He was terrible.
He was doing a Hackman impression, and that's why everybody hated him.
Hackman was fucking amazing. Royal Tenenbaum is the original Lex Luthor. You can't even...
Yeah.
You can't compare to him. But it's like, it's true. It's like if you had Heath Ledger try to do Nicholson's Joker, you would have been like, oh, this is so
you're right.
cringe. This is so bad. You got to do your own thing.
You sent me a song. Now, is this a good song, Mike, or a bad song? The MAGA, the official theme song?
This is our official theme for going to the MOAR Rally, I think. It's good, man. It's good. This is gonna get Trump reelected. He's already reelected because of this song.
Are you getting me back? Is this some sort of getting me back for me playing the
Don't
QAnon
thank me
one?
for this. We played this on Nightwave last night. You know, we have one person to thank for this.
Who?
There's a gentleman by the name of A.G. Luck.
Oh, come on!
A.G. Luck on YouTube. Please subscribe to his channel as well. He's
always motherfucker.
He's always on right after Nightwave.
You motherfucker. All right.
Beats, huh?
I like it so far.
Still too early to be terrible.
The USA is a mess.
Hang on, you're not giving it a chance.
Is this auto-tuned, Mike? Mike, is this auto-tuned?
It's not auto-tuned.
Is this a joke?
No, it's serious. You don't see Baked Alaska's name anywhere near it, right?
Okay,
so no, it's not.
It's not a joke. Got it.
This is it's very Baked Alaska-y, though. It's
Okay.
It has this is just as bad as, if not worse, as We Love Our Cops by Baked Alaska. It's up there, though.
The USA is a mess today. You can hop on the Trump train. You can hop on the Trump train.
Yeah.
I mean, I think trains are the least safest way to travel at this point with all the derailments and stuff. Wouldn't you still take an airplane?
I think it's a dog whistle for autism.
Oh, okay, got it.
They're trying to get all the autists.
That makes sense.
So that's why they call it the Trump train.
Got it. Perfect. I would rather hear a song by Train than this.
I'd rather be hit by a train than listen.
I'd rather be hit by a train that's playing Train. Is that dropped a juke?
Oh my God! I'd rather be on the F train listening to a black man play Rick Ross on his smartphone with no headphones.
Establishment. He is a businessman, and he's so good at
Is this guy just rapping his Wikipedia?
I think so. Yeah, he's just. That's pretty much what it was. Like,
Stands at 6'1".
That's pretty much what he's doing, though.
Citation needed.
This article is a stub. You can help by expanding it. And you can register for an account on here and edit all kinds of the article. Oh, sorry, I got sidetracked.
Went too far.
He is a businessman, and he's so good at negotiating. He makes Democrats vote for him.
Now I'm on Wikipedia again, and I keep clicking on all these blue links, and now somehow I'm in a rabbit hole, and I'm reading about 9/11 again.
Did you know a duck has a 12-foot penis? It's just.
I don't think that's accurate.
What?
That would be really bizarre.
It's a long penis.
That would be really weird. You'd be like, these ducks.
These ducks have
everywhere.
big dicks.
Just dragging their dicks.
Somebody tell me how long a duck dick is while I play this.
You can see all the little. You can see all the trails on your front lawn of ducks just dragging their dicks across your grass.
He makes Democrats vote for him. All we need is you.
Got to get that pandering in there. Got to get the pandering in there, dude. Wait, it's not just the gays that are.
This song is the MOAR Rally.
That's why I wanted to make sure that we played this today. Hey, at least you're not like fucking me. I couldn't even sleep last night because these pricks on Nightwave played Big Bad Don.
I'm so glad. Thank you guys for doing that.
A total of
how many times?
16 times.
16 times?
16 times they played it.
Guys, thank you.
No,
I
it's
appreciate
not,
it.
no.
I really please do it more often.
I couldn't even. I literally got done with Nightwave last night. I was too depressed to play video games. I heard that song too many times. I was like, there's not even a point to trying to use my brain for anything.
You wanna come, you gotta come legally. All the boys for Trump, yelling mega. All the girls for Trump, yelling mega. All the veterans for Trump, yelling mega. Stand up, get the mega, yelling louder. Make America great again.
Make America great again, dude. When did auto-tune? Because they're not using auto-tune anymore. Well, they use auto-tune, but they use they're using different filters and effects now. The artists of today.
This person sounds like they're playing Frampton Comes Alive. Can you feel?
Do you feel? Yeah. No, but it's like T-Pain era, like the black guy music, the black musician. He discovered the auto-tune. No,
the black musician has an extra turntable.
The auto-tune thing, right? From like this sound that's auto-tune with no masks, no filters, no effects. That's just auto-tune with the built-in settings, and you're hitting notes. Now, even auto-tuned artists have evolved beyond that. Like Travis Scott. Travis Scott's a great example of a current rapper who uses auto-tune. But it's not robot auto-tune. He does weird things to his voice and he raps with it. But like this is basic bitch auto-tune.
Like
from
Blackstreet.
It's just not. This is so bad.
America great again. Make America great again. Great again. Great again. Make it great again.
The song can't even decide what it is, by the way.
Yeah, now I think like Pitbull's gonna come and fucking rap in this part.
This song can't even decide what genre it is. This guy, it's so bad.
Mr. Worldwide.
There's so much cringe. We can't do another more.
Oh,
wait. We got to do this one, and then we got to take a break. I can't do this.
I just looked it up. This song was off of Eminem's new album,
Ah.
Kamikaze. This was him just murdering bitches.
Okay.
By the way, terrible album. I heard it. Did you hear it? Did you hear it?
No.
It's really bad. And I'm not even saying, forget the politics stuff and all that stuff.
No, I didn't listen to it because, like most people, and I think that this is this album's already bombing, and people are going to cite Trump, the Trump curse. Yeah, you don't mess with Trump, man. No, look, I didn't listen to the album because, like most people my age, I have just developed an interest in other things, and I don't care about Eminem anymore. I don't care about. He didn't mean that much to me back then. That I care about where he's at now. And I don't even go back and listen to old Eminem because I'm not a 20-year-old edgelord who's fantasizing about murdering my ex-girlfriend. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's no connection to him anymore. But I think people are going to go, hey, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. We go one and go all and WWG stuff. And it's not. It's because most of us have moved on. Now, I'm sure you probably checked it out of sheer curiosity.
That is correct, because I kept seeing a lot of people on my time. Oh, he's killing people. And then I was like, man, this must be crazy. I listened to it because I wanted to hear the Trump diss, obviously the Pence diss, and apparently he was going after all these current rappers. I was like, all right, let's see him kill him. And I went to go listen to it. It was not just a bad album. It may be his worst album. Like it was.
Is it worse than the last one though?
It had yes.
Because the last
it's
one
worse.
was
The
pretty
recovery.
bad.
It's
no,
worse. Than,
there was one before. There was the.
He has so many too many
one
albums.
that Rap God was on. That one was bad.
No, this was worse. I mean, objectively, it was. You know when a dad tries to be funny and like tries to rap, that's what it sounds like. He's an old man. Like there were some parts where she's like he's doing and unironically kind of doing mumble rap chorus. You know what I mean? Doing something like this, rapping something like this. Like it sounds like a Cardi B. I swear to God. Oh no! But it wasn't even like, for example, let's say Drake comes out with a new album. He still raps like Dre raps. Ice Cube still raps like Ice Cube raps. He was trying to rap like a
I'm
modern
actually
rapper.
shocked that Drake's style hasn't gotten stale yet because I like Drake, but his shit he does the same kind of thing.
Revival. That was the name of his last album. Revival.
And even Drake now, Drake still puts out good shit. I like Drake. Unironically, I like Drake.
Yeah, but Eminem killed him.
But I still would rather listen to 2010 Drake. You know what I mean? Like 2010 Drake was whatever. But yeah, no, that's man. I didn't even listen to it. This was how the information was processed by me this weekend. Yeah. Eminem has a new album. Click on to the next thing. Didn't even click the link. Out of not even. There are maybe 3 or 4 groups from my younger years that I still maintain some interest in. Eminem didn't make the cut, dude. Just didn't. Like, meh.
What about this? Does this make the cut? Now this isn't a troll, right? No. You sure?
This is real.
This is not a troll.
This was on the Light and Truth.
This isn't a Vic Berger video.
This is a YouTube channel called Light and Truth. It's a QAnon type.
Oh, okay. So
This
it's
is legit.
legitimate.
This
It's
is on
well
our
thought
own.
out. Okay, good.
Make America great again. Donald Trump.
How is there another 2 minutes and fucking 40 seconds left of this?
You gotta have two or three more verses.
No,
And then,
no,
like,
this-
you gotta have 2 or 3.
you don't
more
need to
chor-
have this song.
You got this dope chorus that you can never get enough of. So why not get it 3 more times? And then of course there's got to be a bridge before the last verse and chorus.
And you got to do like every 90s rapper and like let it loop at the end a couple times to make it easy for DJs. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
So
Donald Trump. Make America great again. Make America great again.
You're right. It sounds like shitty flute.
Sounds like a recorder.
Yeah, it does.
Make it great again.
Like guess the tranny. Spoiler alert, it's all of them.
All of them?
All of them.
Oh.
Donald Trump never take a day off. And if you
Is this a white guy?
Except when he go and he play golf. Stop. Look.
That was funny.
That
That was very funny.
Let's stop pretending that he's superhuman.
That was very funny. You idiot.
It's just annoying, man.
Trump never take a day off. And if you voting for him, you know that it's gonna pay off. Cause you know he bringing jobs back to us. You know that he bringing jobs back to us. The U.S., yeah. Look, liberal politicking ain't gonna get us anywhere. Donald Trump, he don't care, no. He flipping votes in the states that matter the most. And he's chilling in his Trump jet going coast to coast. Donald Trump built a wall.
What wall?
Donald Trump built a wall.
Look, if I... Again, I know I'm not going to go on this rant again. I don't want to upset everybody like I did last week. But I don't want to hear the word wall.
Until there's an actual wall?
Until I see... It doesn't even need to be built, but niggas need to be swinging some hammers.
Got it.
I want... The next time I hear anyone say the words Donald Trump and wall in the same sentence, I better fucking hear hammering in the background.
What if it's Donald Trump eating at Wahlburgers?
It's not good enough.
You
Not
can't say that?
I need to hear it. in the background. Then you can start talking about your fucking wall that we never got.
Donald Trump built a wall.
For Israel.
Hey. He didn't say that, guys.
He didn't say it, but we don't have a wall, and they do. So I'm gonna guess it's implied.
Okay, that's fair.
Magicians, the madmen, the manga boys, you got it all.
Don't forget about our greatest ally. We gotta get Iran in honor of John McCain. Gotta kill all the Arabs.
All the boys for Trump, yelling mega. All the girls for Trump, yelling mega. All the veterans for Trump, yelling mega. Stand up, get the mega, yelling louder. Make America great again. Make America great again.
Pull up some more pictures of hoteps and trannies so we can look like we're based again and also tolerant.
Make America great again. Great again.
Kick white supremacists out of your rally, y'all.
You know why most of us were right-wingers to begin with? Because we didn't like tolerance.
That's a good point.
We don't want to be the tolerant left. Like, you understand that, right? Like, I don't. And I know I do rag on the hoteps and the based blacks a lot, but deep down, I don't. Obviously, like, I want blacks at my rallies. It's fine.
Of course.
But this tranny super gay shit, it's gotta go. It just doesn't fit with conservative Western values. I'm sorry. And honestly, I don't even with the blacks, like, get me some black people at these rallies that can speak an original fucking thought. And don't do the identity politics thing. It's all based trannies, and then every based black I see at these things, it's always the Candace Owen thing. Oh, as a black person, I don't want to be on the Democrat plantation anymore. Democrats are the real racists. And I'm like, we're already getting into what I didn't like about all that.
Stop being a meme.
I didn't like all that. Over here, we give you a little tiny, it's tiny, right? It's like, it's just a little index card, and it has just a couple of yes and no questions on it. Do you believe in the First Amendment? Yes or no? Do you believe in the Second Amendment? Yes or no? Do you believe in national borders? Yes or no? Just very simple ones. Do you support our president? Yes or no? Hand the card in with those four things checked
Bring a
off.
number 2 pencil, by the way.
I don't give a shit about your blackness. I don't give a shit about if you're a woman. I don't give a shit if you have 2 periods a month. I don't care. Don't put that hat on unless you're an actual conservative. That's all. So everybody involved in this whirlwind of dog shit that we're going up to in D.C., I'm sick of them. Except you, Ashton. Except you, Ashton. I have to reiterate.
Here we go again with this.
How pretty you are.
We got it.
So pretty.
Are you just trying to make Loomer jealous at this point?
No.
Okay.
Make America great again. Donald Trump.
By the way, they're going to get like 4 pictures that they keep recycling for this?
Hey, Royce.
Yeah.
Still 1 minute and 20 seconds left.
Why?
Could you shut up and let us listen to this awesome? You keep stopping the song.
All right.
Look, on the building.
I saw it.
It's pretty cool.
Donald Trump.
From The Apprentice, huh?
Yeah, no, I remember
That's
the
good.
Apprentice.
Remember that?
I got it.
Great again. Make America great again. Make America great again. Great again. Great again. Make it great again. Make America
Sorry,
great.
but I have to point out, Rex Luna in the chat, Hoteps don't do identity politics, so they get a pass. You should maybe follow, I don't know, literally any Hotep on Twitter. Enough. Stop it. Yes, they do. Enough. Hotep Jesus, 90% of his tweets are about his blackness. And you know what? Fine. That's fine. But again, the entire point of being a conservative is that you're not like, from my unique individual perspective. No, shut up. Take your unique individual perspective home with you. You know what I mean? Again, First Amendment, Second Amendment. Do you support our country's borders? Do you want illegals out of here? Do you like our president? That's it. I don't need to know anything else. I don't even need to see your dumb face. frankly.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
And by the way, another thing to anybody sticking up for black conservatives, call a black conservative, like pretend to be a liberal one day, and call a black conservative like a house N-word or something like that. Watch them spiral into identity politics for an hour on the internet. That's what happened every time. See, this is why we can't have nice. These Democrats are the real racists. I don't care who's racist. I just don't want more Molly Tibbetts.
I need to clear our palate real quick for that song. Just real quick, palate cleanser.
Game on!
Oh,
join the fight.
Thank God.
I hate the song, but again, these girls.
Oh, can they? Of course, though.
When you talk about
right or left, though.
Left. When you
Left,
talk
right.
about generic, pretty white girls, like both of these girls look like a missing persons flyer. Like, both of these girls look like the kind of girl that when you see on the news that they're missing, you just assume they're dead right away. You're like, oh, yeah, she's dead. There's no way.
Game on! Victory's in sight. We've got a man who understands that God gave the bill of...
Those are the kind of girls that have been on a lot of, like, sixth dates, and then the guy never called them again.
Rex says, great, now I have cancer and a boner.
Like, I'm telling you, though, those girls have gone on a lot of sixth and last dates, and guys and people have been like, yo, what happened to that hot-ass redhead you were hanging out? Dude, I'm not waiting until I'm married.
No, sorry, I'm not doing that.
Sorry. I'm not going to take her out for fucking, what out in the Midwest, what's fancy? I'm not taking her out to Olive Garden fucking 17 times before she lets me put a hand down the front of her pants. I'm not doing it.
You know, she made me take her to Cheesecake Factory. You know how expensive that place is for me?
Cheesecake Factory. And then I walked her to her door, and the bitch said goodnight. We're on our 7th date, dude. There's like, doesn't matter where you go in the world, you're never going to be satisfied. It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Nobody wants a shaved head ethot, but like at the same time, you start dating a girl like this, and you're like, and they're like, hey, I'm trying to think, do you want to watch Chris Lee Knows Best or something? You're like,
that
this
show.
bitch is so boring.
Oh, that show. That guy's so gay. But she looks like the hottest chick at the Kellogg's factory. You know what I mean? Like Midwest hot. Hey, did you ask out Franny over in Fruit Loops?
That is a girl that goes like, I want to be a musician and I'm going to move to California and become famous. And they're literally a mugshot for the rest of their life. They're just a methed out prostitute. You're like, well, what happened to you?
Oh, but she's so pretty in this.
She looks like something straight out of Blacked.
But I'm clicking that thumbnail.
You know, if that bitch just threw on a MAGA hat and started talking about South African farmers, she'd be a millionaire.
You're right.
You got to reinvent yourself. Write a couple songs about, and they're killing our boys out in South Africa. And they'll fucking, these fucking incels will just make it rain money on you.
How about something not political?
Oh, God. If only we pandered more. Should we start pandering?
No. No. To who?
There's nobody left.
Who do you pander with? No one likes us.
Nobody left.
Anyway. So this is at a high class shopping establishment, Kohl's. You know, Kohl's. This lady gets mad at this cashier for being bubbly. Now,
Kohl's, because, ew, we're not going to Ross.
And I told her that's fine, bring it up, and I'll bring it back, and I'll do it on another coupon later. That's fine with me, I don't care.
But that's what it is. On the back it says
apparently the cashier's too bubbly for her, so you know the backstory. The cashier's too nice.
one
That's
per
all I told her, but she
customer.
insists on calling security or whatever.
And you wanted them. Well, I wanted to get the security.
But you need to tone it down a little bit because you're really
I
making
am
me
who
nervous.
I am,
You-
ma'am.
Yeah, but
I am
can you
who
just
I
tone
am.
it down a little bit?
No, I am who.
Could you stop being cheerful, you fucking cunt?
Yeah, what the fuck's your problem, you whore?
Not everybody can handle that. Okay. I am who I am too.
So we're gonna ring it up.
Yeah.
Okay. It's wrong. Okay. So the total is $31.46. Okay, your reward.
She just needs to cool a little bit. She can hear people.
it gets better.
What is she doing that's so obnoxious?
She's just being nice, by the way.
You want that in that bag, or you want a separate bag?
No, I can put this back.
Okay. I think you handled it marvelously.
So the person filming is not giving props to the cashier.
Okay. Considering the source.
Never would have happened if she wasn't so bubbly.
It never would have happened if she wasn't so bubbly, is what she said.
I'm not in a bubbly mood.
I get, you fat bitch, that you're not in a bubbly mood. But, you know, that doesn't matter to other people. Like, that's...
She's just doing her job, man.
Like, there's these levels of shitty, and you're like the shittiest person ever. Like, who wants to make other people... Like, I understand misery loves company, and we all secretly want everybody to be as miserable as we are. But you don't proactively go out of your way to do it, right? Like,
no.
You're not like, hey, you're not miserable enough. You fuck.
Never would have happened if she wasn't so bubbly. I'm not in a bubbly mood like you. You have to remember this. Other people have things going on too. That they don't have to all be like you.
They all have to be miserable cunts like you?
Or like what you are.
But we try to be upbeat.
Yeah, but that was a little bit much.
We try to be upbeat.
Why is this an issue for you, lady? Why? No, like, this is the weirdest fixation I've ever seen. Like, I would understand if it was the opposite. If the lady had an attitude, and you're going, like, after a while, you go, of course. Do you have a fucking problem with me, or what's your problem? But if somebody's just being bubbly, like,
yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this about me, but between you and me, right? I've been known to sometimes be not in the best of moods.
Listen to Friday's show.
Shocker. But I generally don't demand that others also be in my mood. I wouldn't go to a Chick-fil-A and go, what's everybody's fucking problem in here? It's me being all no, I don't want extra Polynesian sauce. I asked for one, you fucking cunt. I would never be that. What is this woman's problem?
Why did you bring me a straw? I didn't want one.
Like, I've had times where people's bubbliness was getting to me, but you just kind of go,
You deal with it.
Cool. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
And then when they walk away, you're like, fuck away from me. Mumble to yourself.
Much.
She's normally pretty upbeat.
Yeah, I guess so. Like high on something or something.
I do my devotions
Wow.
in the morning.
Oh, here comes the God thing now, because everything's the name of God now.
Dude, could you imagine?
Dude.
I've seen some miserable people in my day, man. But
this is over the top, right?
This woman's worse than Bike Lane Bill. This woman is bad.
Have we ever played any of those on here? Bike Lane?
I've played Bike Lane Bill.
Oh,
I don't know
fuck
if
it.
we played it on
They're
here.
great.
They're
great.
Utterly obsessed with misery.
Yes.
Like, I understand being miserable. Like, some of us don't have control over that. But there are people that seek it out, and they don't understand that. Why?
Oh, here comes the God thing now, because everything's the name of God now.
Yes, it all is in the name of God, our creator.
At Coles.
Lady.
Okay, drop this on.
There is no God in Coles. Actually makes sense.
Only Zool.
It absolutely makes sense that the concept of God does not exist inside of a Kohl's retail outlet.
Isn't that where Voss used to go to switch price tags?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, it gets fun now.
Just having fun, babe. Thank you.
Stop forcing yourself on people. That's all we ask.
What?
Stop forcing yourself on people.
Who's filming her?
The lady behind her in line. At the middle of this, started just recording.
By the way,
yeah,
she's been outrageously insane. Imagine what a gem she was
Before the camera was on?
Nobody just records people in a Kohl's. Like, that was a good minute and a half at least
of her screaming
of this
at her.
woman being completely unreasonable before this other lady went, hang on a second. And then you got to type your code in and swipe, find your camera in your eye. Like, it's a good guess.
And then switch it from picture mode to video mode.
2.5 minutes of this woman being a cunt before we go live. And she's continuing. Oh, my God.
Oh, she gets worse.
Yes.
Beliefs, your feelings, everything. Just act normal and don't worry about it. We all get our chance to be who we are.
But you're the one with the feelings. You're the only one in this whole situation with feelings. Nobody else is feeling anything. One woman's being paid to be there. The other one's filming you because you're hilariously insane. You're the only one with the feelings.
And that's what I meant by you mind your own business, because I get to be who I am, but she gets to be who she is.
Why don't you piss off?
The lady with the
You.
camera tells her to piss
Good
off.
for you, lady.
You're getting on my nerves.
Fuck you!
She lunged at her and said, "Fuck you."
I'd have punched her in the face. No, seriously. No, I'm not even kidding.
Just stuck her.
Go back.
I will.
Play how she charged at it real quick.
Who she is.
Why don't you piss off? You're getting on my nerves.
Fuck you!
No, see, I would have punched her. No offense, ladies, but that right there is like in Florida. If I cracked her in the face coming at me, the cops wouldn't even have arrested me. Fuck getting charged. I don't mean getting like, I'll go to trial and they'll let me off. I would not even be arrested by officers on the scene. They would watch the tape and they'd go, lady, you lunged at him. And to be honest, you were berating everybody in the store for a solid 5-10 minutes.
After you star punch her, does Mario come out and go, Mark, Mark, Mark?
Ding, 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 ding. And then I got to go jogging
behind fucking Carl Winslow from Family Matters on a bicycle?
Behind the dead from Family
Yeah.
Matters. Look.
Oh, fuck.
All I'm saying is, the way she lunged, if I was like, pop, and she fell, and I went, yo, dude, she came at me.
She came at me,
like,
dude.
what am I supposed to do, man? But the key would be you'd have to get the punch in quick enough.
Yeah.
Because if you punch too slow, then, like, if she stopped lunging and then you hit her, it looks bad. You got to have the reflexes to go, bop, while she's coming at you, and then go, hey, whoa, I've got PTSD. Right? You said everybody's got PTSD. That's I got. What's the one where you can have the dog inside of a Panera Bread? I'm that one. Everybody,
Oh,
dude,
God.
remember when PTSD used to mean like, oh my God, yeah, I watched my friends die in Iraq and I never quite got over it. And somehow it turned to, I just want to have my dog inside this Dunkin' Donuts. Like, what the fuck?
Now all I can think about is after you hitting her is this.
You gotta enter in an alphanumeric password that's 75 characters long.
Mom, I'm out of ink. You have another pen?
There's 12 boxers in this game. Why are the passwords so long?
And by the way, 2 of the boxers are just the same boxer reskinned a couple times.
Fuck, man.
All right.
I meant by you mind your own business, because I get to be who I am, but she gets to be who she is.
Why don't you piss off? You're getting on my nerves.
Fuck you!
By the way, you noticed the one holding the camera didn't even move?
No, she didn't even flinch.
What the fuck are you going to do?
Tell me to piss off. I never said a
Go
word
away.
to you.
Yes, you did. You told me to
started
shut
it.
up.
You, because you butted in. And you don't have any business doing
Shut
that.
up.
She was taking care of
See,
it.
now I'm doing it. Shut up, lady.
Be quiet.
Fucking piece of
Fuck
shit.
cares about you, dumb
You know
slut.
what kills me about this too is that there's not like it's always another dumb white woman in a Kohl's. Like it's never like you'll never have a good person like a me or Royce or a Frank like LA Werewolf to be in that store. To
I
go,
mean,
you fucking
dude.
fat sack of shit human being. You should go fucking kill yourself. Go home and drown your kids and then fucking kill yourself. Fucking kill yourself, you burden.
Oh, God. I
So that
think
she actually leaves sobbing, crying, and then you tell the lady clerk at the thing and go, hey, can you give me like an employee discount or something? Just this one time. Yeah, 20% off.
Lane Bryant has a fucking sale, you fat slob.
Are you the manager of the store?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I was just,
I'm
yes.
the manager of life.
Yeah, I'm the life manager.
I'm this god you've been bashing for 10 minutes. I didn't appreciate it.
Go away.
How about if I just stand here now?
Now she won't move and let the other person pay. She's standing her ground.
Go for
Go
it.
away.
Go for it. I'm great.
Now the cashier's like, how are you this morning?
How are you? Thank you.
This is one of those where I wish it was Hampton Brandon streaming this. It would have been way better. Because at least like this looks just like when he got in a fight at a store.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about Hampton Brandon's brilliance versus, again, another generic white woman going, man, I'm going to pout. Everybody's going to pout. Is Hampton Brandon's kind of guy that'll start ringing his shit up. And every once in a while just turn around and go, fuck you looking at, dude. I'll fuck you up. Like, I'm not playing with you. Like, I just wish there was more of that in this video. Like, it's just...
Thank you. You're welcome.
Just chew your little gum.
How you going? Chew your little gum.
But women do this whole little pisser. Yeah. Like I like watching guys do this. Like, because a guy would have been like, "Fuck out of here, leave, fucking go, stupid."
Use your Kohl's card today, ma'am.
Are you going to use your Kohl's card today, ma'am?
No. Okay. Have you
The
got
only
one
thing
with
that
it?
would make this video better is if this lady goes, "Could you dial it back with the bubbliness?" Jesus Christ, that lady was right. You are a bit much.
Jesus.
It's the
No.
morning.
Okay. Have you got one with us? No. Okay. You want to take?
That's pretty much the end of that.
I think the lesson here is
don't be bubbly.
Don't be poor.
Oh,
Don't shop
sorry.
at Kohl's.
At least it wasn't a Marshall's or a goddamn Ross.
Fucking Kohl's. Kohl's is the only store the only reason you go to a Kohl's is because you have a funeral and you don't have a black dress. Oh fuck.
Kohl's, when you go on vacation, forget to bring dress socks. Fuck! I forgot You're halfway there. You're like, well, there's a Kohl's on the way. So we'll just get socks
We'll
there.
just stop and get beach towels on the way to the
it's-
beach.
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
not a big deal.
We could throw them out too. They're from Kohl's.
You go to the beach in a brand new, fresh, with the tag still on it, Looney Tunes shirt.
You look like fucking Sam Jackson in Pulp Fiction, Travolta in Pulp Fiction. Getting hosed off.
Oh shit! No, seriously though, it's good guys.
We talked about Tess Holiday, the blimp.
Oh, fatty McFat.
Oh, you remember. Tess Holiday discusses being sexually assaulted. I didn't realize it was rape. He didn't realize it was sex either because of all the masks.
He thought he was getting into an Uber. Oh, well, pardon me, ma'am.
I'm sorry. I thought I was going hot air ballooning.
It's not nice.
Oh, fuck. Wait, you're not the F train?
Yeah, it was just really cold outside, so I cut her open with a lightsaber and it crawled inside of her.
Are you saying she's a tauntaun?
Oh, shit. I hate that woman.
Fucking tauntaun.
No, you look good. Yes, Slay Queen.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
So we're saying is she might be a little hefty. She's a woman of size.
Farmer's boy, wait, this isn't a bouncy castle? You know, I remember when I was young, I went to go eat some McDonald's, and I let my kids play inside Tess Holiday for a little while. So I can unwind.
Oh, fuck. I'm trying to pull up
She does look like a bouncy castle. Tess Holiday looks like a pedophile should be hanging out outside of her with a fucking camera.
I tried to pull up a picture for her and it crashed my graphics card. Oh, God.
Shit.
All right. Come on, man.
Jesus Christ. Fucking big old green giant. This looks like Anthony Cumia should be standing in front of Tess Holiday doing a terrible podcast to 100,000 paying subscribers.
Oh, God.
100,000 paying subscribers and 200 books sold. Look, she's doing great, guys. Stop making fun
A
of
weather
her.
girl should be showing a nor'easter on your tit. All right, listen.
It's the kind of girl you're dating, and she's like, I'm pregnant. And you're like, how do you know?
You sure? You sure you just didn't eat a big meal?
You sure you're not just tired?
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, come on. This is a serious story about the Me Too movement. All right? Thank you. This is fucking Uber.
Can you imagine, like, remember back in 9/11 when people were jumping out of the windows? Could you imagine if somebody like her had to fucking take a spill?
They used her as a crash pad for the people jumping out Tower 2.
Oh, that's why Building 7 fell. Look, guys, enough jokes.
This is serious.
This is a beautiful, vibrant woman. She's the new face of Cosmo.
This is a beautiful, vibrant building.
This is what peak feminism looks like.
She looks like a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. Okay, come on. Take this seriously, okay? You ready?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, we're good. Let's do it.
Tess Holiday discussing being sexually assaulted. I didn't realize it was rape.
Tess Holiday, more like Tess month off. Because she's bigger than a regular holiday broad, if you will.
Listen, National Lampoon's Tess Holiday has spoken out about the night she was raped.
She just looks like Kirstie Alley a few years ago, to be honest. She really does. She got Kirstie Alley's face. Are you sure this is just a picture of Kirstie Alley?
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Oh, shit.
Fucking had to type with 8-inch font to get the words on the cover.
The closer, Tess Holiday float.
It's very funny. Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
Come on, guys.
Fat people are hilarious.
Oh, shit. Let's go. Come on. Okay, you ready? Take this seriously, okay? Tess Holiday has spoken out about the night she was... Oh, come on! I can't!
She's changing it to Tess Hollandaise.
What about Mess Holiday? All right.
Okay. Like Mess Hall?
Yeah. Mess Holiday. What was her WWE name? Waste Management?
Waste, but with waste.
With like a stomach?
But spelled like waste, yeah. Oh, God. It's funny because you'll be dead in your 40s.
Okay, come on, guys. Focus. Tess Holiday.
Tess Haagen-Dazs. Who trolleyed Okay. She's the one that gets the hot dick. They have like a little baby face. It just gets knocked around for fucking 30 minutes. They gotta have she's gotta find a Ricky Morton to team up with.
All right. Tess Holiday has spoken about the night she was raped, revealing that she didn't register the experience as sexual assault at the time. The plus-size model recalled...
She didn't feel it, or... No, just being honest.
You know, it's like when a fly lands on a hippo. They don't know it's there.
Just let the mosquito drink.
Yeah, seriously. Okay. The plus-size model recalled how it was only after she started talking about the two attacks, both committed by the same person, that she realized she had been raped. Something she said is common for a lot of sexual assault victims.
He caught her by surprise the second time he came in from the other side. Threw her off.
Al Bundy should be putting shoes on her. All right. The first time I went back in his room, I thought he was cute, Holiday says of her attacker. Speaking of Cosmo, I was into him, but didn't want to have sex. He forced himself on me. How?
How?
Was he a bulldozer? Like how? The first time I let him do it. By the way, you know she's only 5 feet tall? The first time, seriously.
That makes it so much worse.
5 feet, 300.
That actually does make it worse.
Mm-hmm.
She must look horrendous in real life.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like, I'm not, obviously, she's not a looker here, but I'm just saying, with the add the shortness to it, like, I like small girls, but, like, you know, short and not massively fat.
Right. No,
But
I get it.
if you're short, you can't be like if you were a big broad, I can understand your weight being tough to manage. Like, if she was 6'2" and like this, I'd be like, you know, I've met some.
The chair's made out of vibranium.
Oh.
The chair's made out of vibranium, by the way.
Dude, when she's sitting, it's so much worse.
But I want to point to something. Look
leg
where
fat.
Yeah. Look where the chair is, but look where the leg fat is.
This is so much worse.
Tess Holiday, come on, man. This is a serious story. The first time I went back to his room, I thought he was cute.
This isn't pretty. the makeup and hair people did a fabulous job with what they had.
I'm
But
assuming
that's-
they use some sort of pulley system.
Is it a hair and makeup magazine? Then it's like, look at if you did a magazine called Hair and Makeup Monthly, and you're like, look what our team did to this fucking dump truck. Like I'd go, wow, I'm gonna buy that. What makeup is that? Because if I put that on my actual hot wife, she'll look great. But like this is it. You're telling me this is beautiful, and it's not. You understand, media? Your credibility is already circling the fucking drain. And every week you keep coming out with new articles telling me that this is healthy and beautiful and that 8-year-old drag queens is a beautiful, natural thing. And like every week you come out with a new bold-faced lie.
So what in the chat says, how can somebody rape her? Did he have a map?
Seriously, to rape her, you have to visit more locations than you did in Skyrim to get the Death Brand armor. It's just one puzzle after another.
The first time I let him do it.
Did you rape Tess Holiday or are you playing Ocarina of Time?
With fucking spelunking gear on?
Oh my God.
The first time I let him do it, but I was also told I had no choice. Wait a second. The first time I let him do it.
Doesn't even make any sense.
But I also told, and that's why I realized it was rape. The second time I was in his living room, and he started making moves on me. I didn't want it to happen, and said no again, but it happened. Again. So if he raped you the first time, why would you in the living room with him again?
How many times? Look.
Oh no, she is a living room.
Without coming off sounding too rapey.
Here we go.
Yeah, but we've all had a few reluctant, like couple of no's, a couple of resistant girls in our lifetime. There's a difference. Look, this is we're gonna probably get in trouble for this.
Here we go.
No, because it's like they're gonna try to compare me to like Roosh V or Mike Cernovich. Obviously, date rape's a real thing and rape's a real thing. What I'm saying is that there are plenty of girls that want you to think they're not whores. And they want people to think they're not whores. There are plenty of women that they have to say no once just to make themselves feel better. You know exactly what I'm talking about. There are plenty of women that I've never done this before. I don't know if I want to do it.
Right.
Okay. Like, I'm just saying, many of these start off with a little no. She sounds like she fucked a guy and wasn't all that thrilled with it.
Right. But then she fucked him
and
again.
then was like, hey, it was rape. No, just because you kind of went no. Like, the whole no means yes. Like, that's obviously not what I'm getting at, but no does not always mean. If girl doesn't want to fuck you, trust me, I've had girls not want to fuck me. Don't make it clear. There's a female comedian I'm not going to name. Well, I'm not going to throw her name out there, but there's a female comedian from New York that I hung out with one night, and I tried to make a move on her. A very misguided move. She was pretty emphatic. Not like mean about it. But there's a whole range of like
nuance.
No, I don't know if I should do this. And then there's like this girl who was like, no, dude, that's no. And I was like, oh. And I was pretty drunk, but I still in that moment went, oof, okay, yeesh. And you know what I mean? It's awkward, but it's like, that was a no. You take no for an answer, but sometimes no is just, and you already get your panties off in his bed. I was like, stop it. Stop. There's no, and then there's no.
The 32-year-old first opened up about being sexually assaulted in October 2017 in an Instagram post that made her leading voice in the Me Too movement, writing she felt ashamed and scared afterwards, adding that she blamed herself for the attack.
What attack? What attack? Get attacked.
So apparently...
Like he smashed the base of a lamp over her head, just dragged her back into his room. What attack?
Well, before you fuck her, she's so big you have to colonize her first.
After he raped me the first time, I decided to go back to his house a second time and watch
That's
movies.
my point. That's my point. Like, all right, let's say that he did that. Why would you put, number one, why didn't you report it? Number two, why did were you again in the living room with him? See what I'm saying? Like,
here's what happened. The Me Too thing is huge. Everyone has a rape story now. It's like hot. It's the new hot thing. Remember when mental illness with white women, that was the big thing? The aughts were full of white women going, I mean, I've never gone to a doctor, but like, I'm totally bipolar. I'm totally crazy. Now the new hot thing is I've been raped. I swear to God. It's the new fashion statement for women. I too have been a victim of sexual assault. What happened? This one guy one time in high school. It's the new thing. It's stylish to have a rape story. So here's what happened. Oh God. She looks like a pink version of the girl from Willy Wonka. But here's what happened. You needed something to... She's cosplaying as Cotton Candy. It's okay, look. You wanted a Me Too story as well. So you had to think back, and you thought back to a guy who probably dumped in you twice and then denied fucking you. This is what happened. This guy fucked you probably twice in college. And then you probably got a little like, I'm his girlfriend now. And then he probably even denied in public ever having you over his house. So when you wanted to come up with your new Me Too moment, you thought back to the meanest guy you could think of. The one where you think, fuck him, right? It's almost like, who cares? You're not going to name him anyway. But you thought of that guy, and you're like, you know what? He raped me twice. That's what it is. You're a liar. You're a liar, and you're a fatty. You're a liar. Cosmo's a liar for telling me you're pretty. You're all liars. You're all liars.
She looks like the entire set of an Aerosmith video. Pink is my new... Sorry.
Dude looks like a mudslide.
Sorry. So, I guess what we're saying is she's fat. One last quick
I'm gonna
one.
bet you, I bet you she fucked this guy twice. And people in his college were like, you're fucking a fat girl. He was like, no. And she was never forgot that. And then now again, now that everyone's been raped, we could just make up a story. That's what it is. I'm sorry. You know what? Remember when I looked, hashtag believe women. The moment that hashtag was created, I stopped believing all of you. Seriously.
Everyone?
As soon as it's a hashtag or a fashion statement or trendy, I don't trust women. I don't trust their stories. I don't trust their lies. They will say anything and they will do anything to be in front.
Yeah, actually, CNN, they said they're no longer going to air the Asia Argento episode of No Reservations. The Anthony Bourdain show. Apparently, she was in an episode. She's Dunsky, man.
Congratulations, Travel Channel.
CNN.
Congratulations, CNN. Everything's fixed.
I don't think that's how fixed works, Mike. I don't even think you know what fixed means. But it is time
to
to
hear about we'll talk about it tomorrow because it was breaking. I can't find any news articles with that breaking news Twitter. That's usually pretty dead on. So they found 2 priests in Miami Beach today fooling around in a car. I'm gonna try to find that story for tomorrow.
Oh, are you serious? Dude, what's going on? And by the way, don't worry about it, guys. The Pope isn't talking about the molestation case. He's talking about climate change today. Priest caught having afternoon sex in car in Miami Beach. WPGL, that's the local news station down there. Oh, boy. Oh, no.
Well, at least they're fucking each other now.
That's a good point.
As long as there wasn't a kid sitting on the center console, I think we're good.
All right, we'll play that. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Folks, thank you for listening. We appreciate it. RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. That is the best way to help the show. Go to RevengeOfTheSys.com. You could hit shop and you could buy some of our t-shirts there. That also helps us out. Remember, we're doing a show tomorrow, but there will be no actual show Thursday or Friday because we will be at the MOAR Rally. However, there'll be plenty of live streams. Mike, Nightwave tonight?
Yeah, I'll be on tonight.
Twitch.tv/Nightwave Radio. Daywave will be back tomorrow. YouTube.com/Daywave Radio. We will see you with Revenge of the Sis, same time tomorrow. See you guys.